and welcome back to another edition of Bucks Report. I'm Callie Gilpin.
And I'm Elizabeth Copeland.
And we're here with Coach Morgan.
So coming off our Loramie game last Friday, in the very beginning of the game, very beginning of the first quarter, we had really three key plays that kind of gave them the momentum. We had two forced fumbles inside their red zone that we didn't recover. And we had a wide open receiver that actually got 5 yards behind the defense, which very could have easily led to a touchdown.
Yeah, I mean, football is a game of small little things here and there and small plays here and there. And those are areas we got to get better at with the, forcing fumbles and then capitalizing on those things. And then, taking advantage of open things in the game. So, part of football is just taking advantage of the momentum of the game and the small things that kind of go along with there. So, yeah.
Yeah, okay, so we get those. We could very easily be tied 7-7. Worst case scenario, we're down 7-0. We come into the second quarter and they just have a ton of advantage because of the momentum that they just gained. How does that affect the rest of the game?
I mean, yeah, the momentum in football is huge. That puts a huge thing on you. We try to preach all the time to not focus on the outcomes and focus on what you need to do to improve and get your stuff going. And not really focus on those things, because it is hard when momentum is not your way. It takes a special kind of leader to step up and try to get that momentum back. So it's one of those things in football. It's really, really hard to do. And then, when you lose it, you got to fight to get it back.
Yeah, for sure. So talking about a positive, the second half of the game was really pretty even, and the boys really didn't give up. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, I mean, kind of something I said earlier. We preach surrender the outcome. Like, we call it Covington versus Covington. Like, we play against ourselves, really. Like, the mistakes we make, the preparing the game, all that stuff that you can control. Like, the stuff that you can't control is who the opponent is, what they do, all that stuff. You can control what you can control. So we preach that, and so that way, in a game like that, when you're down, it's easy to just focus on what you do and how you do things versus looking at the scoreboard. And it can be hard at times, but focusing on what you do and you can focus on your things helps a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
So this Friday we play Troy Christian. What do you think that you've done as a coach to prepare your boys to go back out there and just leave it all on the field?
Yeah, we just preach being simple. Like, simplify with everything we do. Get any confusion out of it. Like, just be really simple and be confident what you do and how you do it and go execute. Our core values are work tough and selfish and loyal, and that's been our emphasis. Like, leaning back on what makes us unique and different, to the point where we can focus on just who we are as people and who we are as players, and go that way instead of focusing on all these different things. Just be simple, be confident, and go compete on Friday.
Right. And this Monday we had our alumni come out and they did a cookout for the boys. How did that affect the boys? Like, how did they feel about that?
Oh, it was amazing. The kids loved it. They enjoy that. It's a special feeling when you have a community like Covington that really cares about not just football, but just the young people in this town and things that go on here. And I can tell our boys felt extremely supported from those guys. And it feels cool when they put all this work and time. I mean, you guys are here too, and you see everything. There's a lot of time that's put in, a lot of effort and sacrifice and free time, all that kind of stuff. And when you have guys that come back and just want to give back to the kids and give back to the community, it's pretty special, because it makes what you do feel even more important or even more rewarding. That there's guys that those kids probably never saw before and never knew that are in the stands watching and really in their corner. So I think that was huge for our boys.
Yeah, for sure. Our whole football program really wants to give a big thank you to everybody who came out that day. That's all we have. Next, we will be here with this week's Predators. Whoa, welcome back. Here with us now, we have the two Predators this week. We have junior Kaden Thompson and sophomore Garrett. Can you guys tell us a little bit about what it means to be a Predator on this team?
It's more being trustworthy for your team and being trusted and being loyal mostly and doing your job the best you can.
Yeah, it's like basically you gotta be loyal, and if you don't have loyalty, they're really not gonna vote for you. But like it's something you gotta vote for, so everyone votes for you, or like majority of the team votes for you, then you have to get majority of the coaches.
Yeah, is there anything else that goes into it besides just loyalty? Because that's something you both know.
Really hard work. If you don't work very hard, then they aren't going to vote for you. So I just feel like you need to work as hard as you can to your spot. And another aspect is talking, because if you're not felt on the field, then you're not a Predator.
Yeah, you have to have like the presence of being there. Even if it's like a bad day for you, you still got to be like up for the team.
Okay, so Kaden, you were a Predator last week. Dalen, this is your first week being a Predator. So what did you do to like get it again, and then what did you do this week to like edge yourself up just that a little bit?
I really just did my job how I was supposed to do. Hard work, being trustworthy for everybody, and another thing I need to work on is being heard. So other than that, I've done everything right that I'm supposed to do.
I've talked way more throughout like this week than I have ever since freshman year. And like I've been sprinting on the field, everyone's been hearing me, I've been leading very well even if I'm mad, even if I'm like in a happy mood. It doesn't matter where and when I'm leading. I'm trying to better the team any way I can.
And it's been like really, really hot this week, and you guys have been getting really, really tired. Is it difficult to keep up your energy at practice?
I feel like during the hotter days, I feel like it's a little bit easier because we're not going as fast as we normally do on like a cooler day. So I feel like we're able to keep our breath longer. So I feel like we're able to talk longer even if it is hot.
I think most people on the team like it if it's hotter because we go slower. But me personally, I wish we just like went as fast as we usually do. And I feel like we appreciate water way more.
Yeah, I feel like, okay, so being at practice, obviously, I feel like you guys are really, really good about keeping the same momentum and keeping the same speed, because that's something that your coaches preach at you all the time is sprinting on the field, fast on the field, right? Because it's game-like, but I think it's a lot easier just because you have mandatory water breaks that you have to get, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so obviously we had a pretty rough game last week, but going into this next week against Troy Christian, what have you two done personally to better not only yourself, but the team too?
I feel like we've just made everybody, how do you say it, like less scared. So I feel like we're not as timid as the other teams as they're bigger and had more seniors. But I feel like this week we've all have like not been timid because they're more of our size. But I feel like even if they are big, I feel like we should still be confident in our abilities to go out and play.
I've been trying to like hype up the team. Like I feel like we don't do as much during the game of hyping up. So I've been trying to like get everyone to hype other people up so it's easier in the game.
Yeah.
Right.
How do you guys feel about this week's practices altogether? Like how do you feel like it went? Is it going good? Are we going upward? Stuff like that. Like
It definitely went the best. I think it's the best week we've had all summer, all season.
For sure, I would agree.
Again, what Dalen's saying, I feel like we've all put on our part to go as hard as we could. It might have been hot, but I feel like we toughed through it and maintained our talking and our hard work ethic.
Yeah, for sure.
Ready?
Okay, I'm Elizabeth Koblenz.
I'm Callie Gilpin.
Thank you, and
Go Bucks!